Hello YouTube, this is an alcohol review of Jameson's Cold Brew Whiskey and Coffee. Now, as you may know, Jameson's come out with a wide variety of mixtures of, let's say, Jameson mixed with an IPA or a stout, or recently I saw an orange, which I'm thinking about giving it a try sometime. And this happens to be just coffee. Now I know when it comes to the other ones, the stout and the IPA, there is a barrel that it is kind of placed into, so it's getting the flavors out of the barrel as well as the beer that was in the barrel in the first place. I don't think they actually mix it with beer, but it's in the barrel in which the beer was in. I could be wrong, but that's always been my impression. It says here, whiskey and coffee, Jameson Irish whiskey, infused with natural cold brew coffee flavors. Product of Ireland. 750 ml bottle, 30% alcohol by volume, 60 proof. Product of Ireland. With notes of toasted oak and dark chocolate, limited edition. Now, this is where things get weird. I've had these Jamesons before. So I said the one with the stout coffee, or I'm sorry, the stout beer. And I myself like stouts. I do like the darker flavors, the richer flavors. Did not like it. There's a stout IPA. I do not like IPAs. It was good stuff. The Jameson IPA was actually quite tasty. So there is no guarantee of what you may get when you try one of these flavors of Jameson. If it sounds interesting, give it a try. Whether you think it's going to be a plus or a minus, if it strikes any kind of chord, try it. Like I said, I do not like IPAs under almost any condition, and this was tasty. I love stouts under almost any condition. Won't try it again. Has a strong nose already. Has a persnickety lid. Here we are. It is a deep red purple. Yep, purple is lots of heavy red in it. How strange. I expected a brown. This is almost dark blood type. Doesn't sound too gruesome, but this is the same kind of color, at least on my end of the camera, that you would get if somebody was bleeding from the hand or the foot. If you're tracking an animal, you know that if you saw this kind of blood, you're way off from the vitals. You had a bad shot. You should reprimand yourself for sadly almost torturing the animal at this point if the blood is this dark. But that's just what I was taught and done and learned. Alright, swirl test. It runs down thickly, so it might be on the heavy on the palate, and it might be sweet. It is quite thick on the walls. Just in case you don't know, the swirl is to give you a visual of what to anticipate. It doesn't always work, but it's always worth a try. It also takes the whiskey and puts up the size of the glass, giving much more of a air surface to whiskey connection, so you get more nose inside the glass. If you notice, it tapers, so it funnels all those scents. Smells sweet. There's a bit of a coffee / chocolate. but a lot of sweetness in there. There is a burn and a bit of a bite in the nose itself. So I'm willing to bet it's going to be heavy on the palate, but sweet. It is not sweet. It's medium on the palate. It's not light. The coffee is not very strong. And the whiskey is not very strong. It tastes watered down. There's not a whole lot in it. There's no real bite. There's no real burn. It's there, but it's not enough to be consequential. There's just not enough. There's not enough whiskey to it, and there's not enough coffee. Rather disappointed on that part. Now, Irish whiskeys, to my palate, are known to be very lightly flavored. They're very friendly to sip with. It's not like an American whiskey or a Scotch or something that just wants to smack you around. So the Irish is very nice. It's probably at its full strength, but it's not really standing out. And without a coffee to take over and be coffee, the coffee is almost on an equal par with the light friendliness of the Irish whiskey. I'd have to say you'd have to add something sweet to it. Put this into a cocktail. Yeah, definitely a cocktail of some sort. If you add ice to it, you're going to take whatever delicate flavors you get, and the flavors are very delicate. The ice is going to immediately just crush it right away. So be careful on adding any type of ice. Immediately when you taste it, you want to have it cold. So I would have to say put it in the fridge, but it's going to be the same effect as if you had it on ice. So just without being watered down part. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think this would go well in a wide variety of cocktails. Mainly those that involve nice sweet soda. But, just my opinion. Give it a try. See what you think. Jameson's Cold Brew, whiskey and coffee. Give it a try. See what you think. Any comments down below, we warmly accepted as always. Or better yet, go out, buy it, try it, and go on to the YouTube spirits community and let the rest of us know what you think. Am I wrong? I tend to go for stronger, richer flavors, and that could be blinding me from what could be a wealth of flavors this little guy is hiding from my palate. But you guys may pick it up immediately. Let me know. And until next time, keep on drinking.